to do that, and it has been so much fun, like honestly so much fun. So I just wanted to take a moment to reflect back on, like, how did that happen? Like, what did we do? So I put together a couple of slides that are, yeah, looking back at our journey together over the last 3 days. And this was the big picture. This was what's been going on in the last 3 days. It's been 140 incredible of you activists, supported by a wider community, which feels like it's growing all the time to like over 500 people now, with the amazing youth hosts who've been holding space of deep dialogue cafes. And we've had 95 sessions of things like campfires where activists have been telling their story about what they've been doing around the world. We've had radical reimagination sessions where we've been dreaming about the future. We've had cinemas where we've been reflecting on incredible documentaries about youth empowerment and transformative change in climate justice and education and all the intersections that come with education, which we've been talking about a lot, which is so cool. Then we've had these super fun playgrounds where everyone's been, you know, just taking the time to really like have fun and also like chill out and think about other things as well, because that's super important when we're on this long journey of activism together. And then really amazing studio skill sessions where we've been equipping ourselves with the skills that we need. And I've been to some of those and they have just been phenomenal. Like I feel like I'm learning so much from this amazing community, and I feel so humbled to be with such amazing co-creators. And then finally, my two amazing co-organizers, Zineb and Valentina, who without them, none of this would be possible, and have absolutely smashed it as always. So yeah, that's what's been going on the big picture side. That's what we've been doing, everyone. And I've really loved all those. I think I've got hundreds of screenshots of everyone. I'm like, this is amazing. So this is a really small snapshot of your Zoom album that I wanted to share of all of us activists in action. And this is the sessions that you've been at with your amazing co-creators who, without this, giving their time to us voluntarily for free to teach our activists and be with our activists to build this movement together, it would not have been possible. So yeah, some of the amazing sessions that you've been at, learning how to make podcasts, imagining how schools could be, thinking about what would happen if we scrap the curriculum, how we're going to work with different adults. It's been phenomenal. And then there's been our cafes. The cafes, you're going to hear from the co-hosts later, our youth leaders of this movement. But these are just a few of the creations that they've made in their deep dialogues with each other as they've dived into what is going on in education today around the world, learning about each other's perspectives, and then really taking a stance and leading other activists and what it means to be intersectional, what it means to check in with our emotions and to use that as our guide as well as to think from our heads, and looking at the core values that we want learning and education to be. It's just like a couple of things, but yeah. Cafe creations were amazing. And then finally, our community and allies. The love that has just sprung from, it feels like nowhere, but like has been amazing. Like so much support on Instagram and on the amazing WhatsApp groups that we've all been sharing on, and people spontaneously holding Zoom rooms till 5 a.m. We see you getting to know each other. So great. And yeah, just been amazing to see this huge allyship that's been emerging. So I'm feeling a huge sense of expansion from the last few days, and I think we all are. And I just wanted to take a moment here together, as we've been living in this youth by youth world, and feel that interconnection, and to celebrate it, and to celebrate that this is just the beginning and that so much more is to come. So I want to say thank you to everybody here, and I think we should make some noise for that. So let's unmute ourselves and give ourselves a big round of applause and whoop.
Peace.
Well done, everyone. Amazing.
Everyone, thanks, Jess. I am almost moved to tears probably a million times during this event. And I know from our WhatsApp groups and our, uh, our chats and our sessions that that is felt, and I can feel it here. So, right, my honor today is to introduce you to these 20 brilliant facilitators and human beings without whom this experience could not have been possible and this movement would not have been born. These young people are the DNA of Youth by Youth. They are the embodiment of the learning ecosystems and education systems we wish to see. Diverse and inclusive, compassionate, collaborative, committed to the well-being of people and planet. They joined us when this was just an idea, just me, Jess, and Zeneb hanging out on Zoom, and committed to a journey, to a process of designing the guiding principles of this community and of our future education systems, and also very specifically the designing of a 3-day deep dialogue series with a small group of activists, our cafe experience, or also our Youth by Youth families, to build authentic communities, community and relationships to power this youth-led movement. On the first day, they explored what is. What is the purpose of education? What is my role to play? On the second day, they explored what if. What if young people design the future of education? And now today, they are exploring what now? What do we do about it? What do we do with all this in this room, this energy, these co-created tools and learnings and love? What do we do and where do we go from here? So without further ado, well, before I do that, I'm going to turn it over to my co-hosts, but I want you, as you're hearing an insight from each of the cafes, we have 10 cafes, all given a name of a country around the world, a city around the world. I want you, as you listen, to react in the chat. Give a +1 if you agree with the takeaway that they're sharing from their conversations. Give a me too if you're feeling. If for those who I see your videos on the screen, give me that I feel you symbol. Give a sign language applause. Whatever whatever you can do to show these awesome leaders of our community and these co-created learning lessons that you are in support and you're standing with them. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the Tokyo Cafe.
Hi everyone, my name is Solani Olukoya from Nigeria. I'm the co-host for Tokyo's Cafe. I'm going to be sharing with you from from my cafe basically. So one of the major things I learned and I reflected through during our cafe sessions was the fact that if you are not in somebody's shoe, you never can tell the pain they are feeling. And as such, um, you need every sense of empathy to be able to design solutions for people. That's it way. And I also learned that people have different why, different words, and different how to to tackling some of their pertinent situations. During the course of our conversation, I got to realize that people have, people have got different inclinations for the work they're doing, informing the education community. And I also learned very nice for us to share our thoughts, share our ideas, share our challenges with other people across the globe. You never can tell, what kind of solution you might get from sharing your ideas with other people. In all, it's been amazing. It's one of my most amazing experience so far, and I'm grateful to this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Talani. Next up, our New
Hi
York.
guys. Oh, sorry. Hi guys, my name is Tara Sengel from the New York Cafe. And really quick about my own experience with YxY. I first learned about it back during the summer, and I was so invested in this idea of radically reimagination and changing our world as how we saw it. I'd like to really quickly thank my amazing co-host Ave because we had a great time designing this. But for me, one thing I took away was the community and the worldwide passion for gentle protest and radical reimagination. While meeting people worldwide, we saw the huge range of education norms, but learned that there are always ways to improve, even when we have the quote unquote best schools in a certain area. There are always better ways and things that we can reach higher and things that we can improve upon. Thank you.
Thank you, Tara.
Hello, everybody. My name is Success Yule Areveso. I am the co-host of the Marrakesh Cafe. First off, I'd like to thank my co-host Galen. We have actually worked together in creating a perfect and amazing experience for all activists in our cafe. Okay, so our biggest takeaway is the time is now. We can impart our education system in our own way. We realize just how connected we are. There are hundreds of us from everywhere in the world, but we are all working together towards the same goals. And the best way to do that is to stay connected and push each other further.
Yes.
Hi, folks. My name is Olatomiwa Olushesi. I'm the co-host for the Lagos Cafe. Big ups to my co-host Esther Chebijira. You've been amazing so far. Thank you for every single thing you've done. Our biggest takeaway from YxY has to be the sense of community that we have felt in the past 3 days, knowing fully well that we are not alone on this journey and that there are thousands of people outside there. There are thousands of people all across the world who are willing to go on this journey with us. YxY has started a movement more than an event. This has turned out to be a movement, and I'm so glad.
Hi, I'm Eliza, and I'm from Athens Cafe. Big shout out to my co-host Anna. She's been amazing. Our biggest takeaway has been the importance of keeping a global vision of what education could be in mind through international connections. It's been so great to burst our US and UK centric bubbles. We've got such a great community now. And like Talani said, it is a movement rather than an event.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eriolu Adenka from the Paris Cafe. And one major thing that my cafe have been able to realize and reflect on as a result of this event is that across various countries, we all face similar educational challenges, regardless of our color and our race. We have similar educational challenges. And as people and young persons, we have a lot to unlearn in order to create the education of the future, the kind of education we want to see. We have a lot to unlearn. We have a lot to rebuild together as young people. So for us to create that future that we see. So that's one major thing that we all realized as a group. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dora. I'm one of the co-hosts of the Milano Cafe. I will just want to give a short, quick shout out to my amazing co-host, Rachel, and thank you for being with me on this journey. So at Milano Cafe, we've been able to openly share different challenges with our educational system. One of them being that the education system feels designed for a particular type of student. There is not enough room to express the students' creativity. We believe that young people were given the opportunity to redesign the future education. They would pay more attention to mental health and individual learning patterns and create transforming experience for all students. Thank you so much.
Hey everybody, my name's Jocelyn and I hosted Rio Cafe with my lovely co-host Isa. Our biggest takeaway from the last few days is that the table needs to be remade altogether. Youth shouldn't just be invited to speak, they should actually be in charge of recreating our educational systems as a whole. There's so much power in bringing together a group of passionate, intelligent, and wisdom-filled young people and allowing them to speak and learn freely in a way that encourages diversity and individuality. Everybody I see on these Zoom screens, you're all gonna make waves, and I'm just so excited for the journey ahead. Go Rio Cafe.
Hello, everyone. This is Omid, the co-host of the Lima Cafe. I want to appreciate my co-host, Jordi, that brought a lot of insight and creative facilitation. And our biggest takeaway for our cafe is actually inspiration is borderless, and a story from a region, Asia, can inspire a way of seeing the same thing or in a different way in other place in the world. And why we have noticed that we are facing a global same dissatisfaction, yet young people can come out with creative ideas and discussions. Given that, we provide equal opportunities and safe and empowering spaces to communicate offline, online, everywhere in the world. Thank you, everyone.
Hi guys, I'm back again. I am representing the Seoul Cafe for Lovey and Same because they are in an Asian time zone, so it's a little bit difficult for them to be there. When I first thought about soul, I thought they meant actual soul, like within a person. And after they told me a little bit about their cafe, I genuinely thought that it was very similar to a human being's soul. So Lovey wanted to convey that he found people all around the world with a similar mindset where they want to unlearn things, and he loved every second of it. And Same wanted to kind of convey that she found a built up frustration, but was in an environment where they were able to freely express their anger and passion. And she was extremely impressed, and I am too, with the amazing members who were already working towards achieving their goals, which was extremely inspirational. She mentioned some members creating and writing books regarding racial inequities. Some were working with their government, others were working with their NGOs in their country about educational reform. And she felt tons of trust in the hosts to benefit each other, and as activists, a trust to improve the future lives of many. Thank you.
Thank you, our lovely co-hosts. I invite our whole closing community right here to unmute yourselves. And if you affirm all these takeaways, just shout youth by youth as loud as you can. Unmute.
Youth
by
you.
Thank you. Thank you. We couldn't do this without you. We wouldn't want.
Why is it so hard to lose weight?
And
The same way it is very easy to fail your exams, and passing is difficult.
I was showing myself.
Okay. Well, thank you again to our amazing hosts, and thank you for showing up, for sharing, for connecting, for imagining, caring to take action together. I'm going to ask some of you to mute if you can. Yeah, we are inspired by you, and we're absolutely immensely grateful that you trusted us and joined us on this journey. Clearly, what this cafe showed us is that the challenges young people are facing are very global and are deeply interconnected. And we are in need of a global youth solidarity that can help us learn from one another to deepen our personal and our collective impact. We're going to take the time after Y to review all of your insights and review together with our hosts how you would like to be supported in your efforts to change your education, but also how you would like to contribute to this movement. We believe that you are youth by youth, multiplying your effects by connecting and learning from one another in partnership with adults who are there to share their experiences, their knowledge, and their wisdom. They're also there to share their time, their attention, and to listen to your needs and your insights in a way that most adults in our world often fail to do. Our first step is to continue to show up as an authentic community. We seek to create an authentic space where we can gather as our whole selves and collaborate. The process of reclaiming our education happens through conversations about our experiences, about how to redefine together the fundamental purpose of schooling, and by sharing best practices and lessons across borders. As a global movement, our ambitions are big and bold. Our aim is nothing less than the transformation of our education globally through a youth-led, adult-supported revolution and the reclaiming of our learning experiences and of our learning ecosystems. We think that for this movement to be successful, we need to connect, collaborate, and weave together all of the people that are aligned with us. So our second step is find the others. We are working on a set of resources to help you start youth imagination and action groups wherever you are. We will send you toolkits on how to recruit others, how to find adult allies, and connect you with adult allies if you need. You can expect to receive workshops and conversation templates, and we will take the time to also hear all of your thoughts and insights for how to best support you going forward. We're also compiling a list of youth organizations that are advocating for education change, with whom you might be interested in getting involved, and gathering all the ways we might be able to support one another going forward. And on that, our third step is to contribute and help us find and make those resources to support you. We would love all of your contributions that you're willing and able to share with us as part of the Youth by Youth movement. Our small team of community organizers are ready to give you ownership and welcome you as co-creators and leaders of this movement. We also want to tell you, we are here for you. You have our emails, and I'm going to ask Valentina or Jessica to post them in the chat again. I want you to know that you can contact us. We care about you as people, as change makers, and as education activists. So if you'd like to chat, if you need advice, if you have ideas that you want to share, we want you to know we are here for you. I also wanted to say just how baffled and amazed I am when I think that Valentina, Jessica, and I started Youth by Youth wanting to do a small prototype, and we decided to do it without any funders or any budget. And I think it's fair to say that this prototype has exceeded all of our expectations. And hearing your comments on the chat has just filled us with the joy and excitement for what we're building and for what is to come. And we're also thinking, if 3 people can co-create this beautiful experience without any budget, imagine what we will be able to do when we are resourced properly and when we are able to do this full-time while sustaining ourselves. So if you know organizations or people who would be excited about funding us, please put us in contact. We also invite you to donate whatever feels right for you to our donation platform, and share this donation platform with people who you think would be interested in supporting us. And if Jess, you can put that in the chat, that would be amazing. The reason we start Youth by Youth is because we believe that the only way that we can transform our education at scale, globally, and rapidly enough is through a youth-led, adult-supported revolution of our education. We need to choose intentionally how we spend our time, our attention, and our energy to focus on who we want to become and who we need to become. As you know, we believe young people should have agency over their education and that their human rights are actually being violated routinely. The United Nations Conventions on the Right of the Child, the UNCRC, which is the most widely ratified human rights treaty in history, clearly states in Article 11 and 12 that children have the right to be heard and should be considered in policymaking regarding their education. And clearly, this is not the case in most places. So our third step for you is to sign and share this global petition that we're launching to demand that young people have agency over their education. And the link for the petition is also going to go in the chat. We ask for every education ministry to be in consultation with representative youth councils with real decision-making power. We're asking for education policies to be systematically approved by young people prior to being implemented. And we're asking for youth councils to inform and lead solutions to the challenges that were intensified by COVID-19, including widening systemic inequality and declining youth mental health. And finally, we are asking for schools to stop having the monopoly over education by recognizing out-of-school experiences as integral to our education, from online classes to time in nature. And we will be sharing this petition with as many education ministers as we can. We also intend on sharing it with the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres and with UNESCO Assistant Director of Education, Stefania Giannini, with whom we shared this initiative earlier today, even before launching this petition. And on this note, I will let Jess tell us a little bit more about why this petition matters and what you can do to spread it as far and as wide as you can.
Hi everyone. So, petition time. You saw the link in the chat, right? Everybody saw that. As I know you did. I can see you. So, petitions are super helpful for activists. They basically help other people feel that feeling that we do and carry it forward to get thousands of people behind us and showing that they agree with us. I don't think we're alone. We've learned everything from that the last 3 days. We are not alone. So let's find out who else believes in us. So right now, I want you to open the link that I just shared in the chat. I'm going to share it again. So it's at the bottom and it's going to be on your tab. And as soon as we get off this call, please sign it. And if you can share it to one other person, that would be amazing and would already take us so close to the first goal of trying to get 1,000 signatures. And we'll keep increasing that over time to get more and more attention. But yeah, if you can help us with that, that would be amazing. And you know what else is amazing for activism? Art and poetry and feelings and love and emotion. And it's with my absolute pleasure that I get to introduce Bethany Montgomery, who's on this call. And she has been finding her voice through poetry and did an amazing TED talk on poetry as activism and why that's so important. And she's actually written us a poem that she's going to share with us today so that she can continue to help amplify our voices as the education activists. So I'd love to hand it over to Bethany.
Thank you, Jess. Appreciate you having me. Hello, everyone. I'm just honestly super inspired right now. And so I'm going to keep it short. Before I do this poem, I would appreciate if you all would join me in just a brief moment of appreciation and gratitude for just the here and now and the fact that this space has been created and the radical change is happening and that there are truly people like you all who want to make a difference in this world. And I think, you know, sometimes we get lost in this world because everything's so fast and we forget to really just appreciate the moment. So if everyone could join me and just close their eyes and take a deep breath in. And while you take a deep breath in, just really receive all the gratitude and appreciation for the moment. And then as you take a deep breath out, release that into the world and send out those vibrations onto you and your community. So deep breath in Deep breath out. Thank you. So this piece is called Gratitude. I practice a theory called infinite gratitude. I believe that if you're always grateful, then you can do a lot with that. So gratitude. I'm done fighting back my tears. I now choose to embrace them. My demons, I didn't face them. I no longer internalize hatred. I'm tremendously grateful. So I always say thank you. Absolutely appreciative. Just know that I'm thankful for all the blessings this universe provided. I look toward the future, never short-sighted. Embrace opportunities, never indecisive, never undecided, because no task is too giant. What we focus on expands. And for me, being the leader that I am, I choose to focus on love, abundance, peace, and growth. I am what I am, and love is what I hold. You see, our thoughts become things, so I believe in my dreams. I have control over my own reality, enjoying the positive energies of those who share my same mentality. Good vibes is what I choose to surround me. I practice meditation, allowing for me to maintain my consciousness. So I remain an optimist. Your girl don't quit. I do the exact opposite. Failure is not a consequence. I use what I learned to propel like a rocket ship. There is no limitations for ambition and confidence. I set my goals and then I accomplish them. I treasure the gifts I've been given, all the souls who listen to my poetry, words I speak, stemming from my intuition, emitting an aura of abundance and love, so I glisten. No longer holding on to negative beliefs. Practice what I preach, live what I teach. Light, she is me. I close my eyes and I still see. I'm tapped into the frequency. But nah, hold up. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I slip up, but I always get up. I don't beat myself up. Instead, I show myself love. Please remember, setbacks lead to breakthroughs. So when adversity is present, let us all prefer to say thank you. Practice what you preach. Tap into the frequency. Peace. Power to the poetry. Thank you. Gratitude.
Jeez. Jeez.
Wow.
Wow, incredible.
Fire.
Higher. Wow. I'm just soaking that in. That is exactly what I needed. And from what the chat is showing, I think that's exactly what we all need at this moment. The courage, the inspiration to take those bold, audacious steps in community with one another towards the future of education we wish to see. So with that amazing fire, I want to release our activists into their cafes, some for perhaps the final time of this experience, not the final time forever, and some perhaps just a transition into the final reflection that you will do in your cafe after this. And I'm gonna open up the breakout rooms. And I'm also going to invite, after a few minutes, about 5 minutes, I'm gonna invite also our adult allies and co-creators that are on this call to join you, to listen and learn with you, from you, about your what now? And also, what now can, as adult allies and co-creators, they do to support you? That is the question. That they will be arriving into your cafe. We'll give you a bit of time just for you. So adult allies, co-creators, please stay here. Activists, I'm gonna launch the breakouts and let's make some magic. Just like in the opening, please choose your respective cafe. Thank you so much, Bethany.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. So hopefully we can be in touch and follow up. I love what you guys are doing. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're in this together.
Absolutely. So thank you. So I'm good. Because I know you guys still have stuff to do.
Yes. Well, so as our activists are going into their cafes, those of you who are not in a cafe, this is your transition. You may remain with us for a little bit of just co-creators and allies in this room for a bit, or you may go forth and please sign that petition, go to that donation button, go to any of the actions, join the movement. We need this to be youth-led and adult-supported, and we can't do this without everyone in this room. So.
Valentina, would you mind just explaining again how to join the cafes? I think
Yes.
you're also supposed to click on the breakouts, and your cafes already exist. So you choose which cafe you want to be moved into.
Yes. Is it not? Let's see.
Actually, there is no option.
Okay.
I also don't have it. Just not help.
Interesting. Okay. Let me try this again.
We can all have a dance. Breakout room dance. Like a waiting room when you're in a lift. Like. Thanks, Jordy.
Actually, maybe put music while we figure this out. You should be able to see it on the side next to the participants button. But if you don't, we'll have to do it manually.
I'm gonna play some music.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It.
Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Mama, please don't worry about me. I'm about to let my heart speak. Friends keep telling me to leave this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business.
Awesome.
Give you one more night to get this.
Have fun.
All right.
Starting to trickle.
I had a few requests for that song earlier, so I was like, I can bump it out.
I will put.
It doesn't work for me. I don't know why.
It's okay. You can tell us which group you're in, and we'll assign you.
Thank you, Marrakesh.
Sounds good.
And that one, Yasmin. Okay.
Yes.
There you go. Lua. Camille, which cafe are you in? You having trouble?
Rio.
Awesome. Tora, which cafe are you in?
New York.
Okay. Maria, which cafe are you in?
I'm originally in Seoul, but our hosts aren't here, so
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
How about you join
Athens, because Athens is smaller.
Yes. Sure.
Okay, thank you. Wait, so do I join the breakout room?
I'll put you with Rio because Rio is actually short today. So I'll put you in Rio.
Okay.
With Jocelyn.
Do I join or okay, got you. Thank you.
Of course. Okay.
Just put in the chat where you need us to move you if you don't have access to that button.
Yes. I think we are. And I think Hayat? No.
Valentina, I
Yeah.
need help going into my cafe, please.
Oh, yeah. Which one are you?
Marrakesh.
Yes. Of course. Okay.
Anyone else?
Me, I need help.
Oh, yes. Abby. Which one?
Rio.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, the joys of Zoom, which many of you have experienced this weekend with all its flavors. Is there anyone left from our activists?
I'm in Lima Cafe.
You're in Lima. Good. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Okay. All right. Co-creators, allies, thank you for being here, for showing up. As we give our young people some time to spread a little love in their small groups, just wanted to give an opportunity for any questions, any reflections, especially from our co-creators who have been with us on this journey for a while. And I just want to open the space for you to share your own insights and takeaways as we had given the space for our hosts to do.
All right, I'll start the ball rolling. I tell you what, I realized that my attendees, the youths that were in both of my sessions, just know so much more than me about everything. And it was really humbling because, like, I've been out in this world for a couple of years and I think I know some stuff, and then the way they connect dots, I'm just absolutely blown away, and it just provides me with like a lot of hope for the future, you know. Like if these are the peeps that are changing and changing the game and the whole education system, I'm hopeful, and I'd like to stay tapped in so that I can learn and help some people like my age. And also, like, well done you three for putting this on. Like, the more I think about it, the more I realize how courageous you guys are to literally go up against the education system itself across the whole world. Like, this is some strong shit, man. Honestly, salutes to you guys for doing this. It's such a brave move and so needed. Well done.
Thank you, Ruben.
Thanks. Well, we're only brave because we got you on the team. You can't let us go that easy. Any other?
Yeah, can I say something?
Oh yes, you, and then I guess Taz.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was so beautiful to connect directly with people without education and in between, just from person to person with these young people in our workshop who were so amazingly open and clear about, I would say about who they were, but they were very, very modest about, and open about how they were searching in themselves. But to me, they were so beautiful and powerful. And this way of connecting with young people, for me, I don't know for you, Mina, it was really incredible. So yeah, we want to offer, we want to support you guys, the whole network with workshops that we, in any way we can. So yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Andre.
Means a lot to us. It really does.
Taz and
Hey, guys.
Oh, hey, Mike.
Sorry, I'm well late, but just walked through the door.
Well, it's all right, mate. We're just sharing as a group of the co-creators and allies, like reflections from the last 3 days and the experience, and wonderful talent about to share. So welcome, Mike.
Before we jump into rooms with the young people who are right now in their other rooms. So Taz, Natalia, and then Luis. Then we'll let you guys go.
Hey everyone. Yeah, I guess I think the thing I wanted to share was that I think it's been such a testing year globally with the pandemic and everything, and so much had to come to a halt because of COVID and the impact that it's had on people. But I think what the three of you have created here and the fact that everything is online has just opened it up onto such a colossal global scale. And even the session I was in, there weren't any two people that were from the same country. And I think it's just so incredibly humbling and so amazing to see something so positive come at a time that has felt so negative for such a while. Like everyone I spoke to was like, yeah, we've had troubles during COVID and stuff, but this has been the most inspirational 3 days of the past year. So I just think the biggest takeaway is how you've taken something so negative and turned it into a positive. And coming from a culture and a generation where my parents were very much about always listen to your elders, they know more about you, but just echoing what Ruben was saying, Gen Z are where it's happening, and they're going to do things that we're not even capable of doing just because of how they're wired and what they've been exposed to. And it's just given me so much hope. I don't feel like the future of education is as bleak as it was after being a part of this experience. So thank you.
Thanks, Taz. And I see that Jess or Z, Success is asking in Marrakesh some help if one of you want to bounce. I don't know. Natalia?
Yeah, I would just love to say how valuable is that in a event designed for youth, it was at the end a intergenerational event, and I've been enjoying through the past 3 days having so much energy from the youth, but also so much wisdom from the collaborators and the co-creators, and from the people leading the workshops and the facilitating so many sessions, that I'm really fulfilled innerly that there is so much people walking the same path all around the world. So thank you all for creating this amazing 3 days. Yeah.
Thank you. Luis?
Yes, I wanted to maybe share a little perspective from a different position. I was fortunate enough to know you and to, know about this process long time ago. But I'm fortunate that my daughter actually has been participating in this process. And I wanted to share with you that these last 2 days, the comments I've heard have been totally incredible. I've heard things like, this has been the best experience I've had in my whole life. And we're talking of a person that, has had many experiences. And also she said, this has shown me that there is beautiful people around the world. And there's a lot more good than anything else. So I think that's really important. And the last thing, and I think this to continue on, she said, this type of activities I could do every weekend of my life. So kudos to you. Good job.
Wow. Yeah. Whew. Well,
I also feel like I could do it every weekend of my life.
I'm not sure what can I give you that I would be able to do it every weekend of my life, that's for sure.
once we get funding and have people for some of the behind the scenes work.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's 4 minutes till the close. So I think it's probably safe to say that it's a little too at the end for joining the last few minutes of the cafes. But also, I just want to actually come up with a better idea, which is these cafes are not ending. These are their families. And I would love if every single one of you would join these action circles as they are turning into locally, thematically as this moves forward. And where you feel willing and able to support and contribute as an adult ally, that is the invitation to join those action circles and start co-creating this movement for youth by youth with us. So if you are on board with that, can I get a
Count
thumbs
me
up?
in.
Awesome. Amazing. Thank you. So I am going to close out these rooms and we're going to see some of us for the first time who joined. Hey, Andrea, my cousin, Mike, all the young people that have been on this journey with us.
They're definitely not going to want to leave their cafes in this vibe. No, the messages we've been receiving from just how much time they've been spending together and texting one another has been just incredible.
Someone last night just created a Zoom and they were up until 5 a.m. someone's time. Everyone's on a different time zone, but they were up all night. They've created directories, image sharing, other WhatsApp groups, subgroups, things that facilitating with sometimes between us adults take a lot more coordination.
For sure.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hey, activists. We ended up having a bit of a conversation and reflection, a little cafe of our own in here. So we gave you space, but all the adult allies and co-creators in this room have agreed and yeah, they've received an invitation to join your action circles and cafes as they will continue beyond this. I know that all of this will continue beyond this. And more concretely, there is a continuation of this closing, which is an after party. Woo! Yeah, that's real dancing, not just our background music, but we are going to be joining another Zoom link that is in the chat, but we're not staying on Zoom. That is just a portal into Wonder, which is an amazing platform that is being created and facilitated and live DJ'd by our very good friend, Adrian Robke, or in other words, or other names, DJ Mirakesh. So shout out to Mirakesh Cafe. And he has created an awesome set for you to just release the energy. We'll have a dance floor, a time machine, which we will describe later, and the Love Lounge. So with that, and I invite all the folks on this call to join that. That's the link. We will be joining back at 10 p.m. GMT. So that is in 2 hours from now? 2 hours from now, because we got some cafes going on. So We wish you well. We are so humbled and grateful for all of you. And this is only the beginning.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we're looking forward to connecting with you again.
Bye.
Thank
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi guys.
Thank
Bye
you so
everyone.
Goodbye.
Thank you and bye.
Bye.
You at the after party.
See you soon, everyone.
Yes, bye. Oh man. Thanks for everyone for being here.
Yes.
Ruben is dying for the party. We're giving you a
Yeah, join the
Well,
party.
I've been starved of a dance, man. I am ready to roll, mate.
We are gonna be on it.
Yes, please. I know.
And then I went to one of those a few weeks ago that Adrian organized, and we just literally danced in our living room for a good hour and a half. It felt like needed.
Much needed. I've been sitting in front of a screen for, I feel like weeks. Just in
I'm starting to see square boxes wherever I look. Like I look onto a white wall and I just see square boxes. I'm just waiting for people to talk to me. It's ridiculous.
Oh.
All right, guys. I'll catch you at 10.
Yeah.
See
The GMT. All right. Peace out. Much love.
Mike will send you the recording. We got a recording, so we'll send that to you. Thanks for jumping
Yeah,
on.
and assign me to a group, man. I want to swim with a few of these guys. Be cool.
Yeah.
Nice one. It's amazing. You smashed it.
Well,